Kristen Aguirre is live this morning across town at the Kroc Center.
Yeah, she's learning about fall and winter things to get your kids up and moving.
Be careful and don't fall where you are.
The winter season's coming up and summer is obviously came to a close, but it's still important to keep your kids active through the winter months. With me now is Melissa Bleich, who's a wellness fitness center specialist here at the Kroc Center. Melissa, why is it so important to keep kids moving this winter?
Well, physical activity is important for everyone, especially for kids. They're still growing. They need that activity to keep them healthy, decrease their body fat, stay active, reduce their risk of disease. So we've got a lot of things here at the Kroc Center that kids can actually do. We've got the rock wall, we've got our pool, we've got fitness classes that are available for ages 14 and up, but we also have a kids Zumba class, which is really popular. And then we even have our ledge, it's called the ledge, our game room. A lot of the stuff in there is pretty interactive, keeps kids moving, that type of thing.
And so these kind of programs are great for kids who really maybe aren't into, basketball seasons coming up or the traditional sports.
Right. We do have a gymnasium where kids can play basketball, volleyball, soccer, that type of thing. But for those kids who aren't really into sports, it's still important to stay active. So we've got the pool, the rock wall, that type of thing, where you don't play the typical sports, but you're still able to stay active.
And these programs are actually also kind of great because if you have mom and dad coming to the gym, then the kids can also kind of participate.
Right, exactly. Moms and dads, parents, anybody can come into the gym with the kids, play the basketball, but then our aquatic center is open to age 0 all the way up to over 100. So anybody can come, everybody can stay active as a family, so spending time together but still staying healthy.
Perfect. Coming up later in the show, we are actually going to take a look at that aquatic center and the other programs that the Kroc Center can offer you and your kids.
All right,
Yes.
We will see you shortly.
Let's go to Kristen. Kristen, have you done any of these embarrassing things ever in your life?
Yes, I've done every single one of those.
Oh, that's always good.
All right, with me now is Sarah Smith. Just kidding. I was trying to do a joke from the thing. With me now is Melissa Bleich from the Kroc Center to tell us a little bit about the aquatics program that the center has here that can really keep your kids active during the winter.
Yeah, sure. We have swimming lessons available for ages 6 months all the way up to over 100. They have parent-child swim lessons, so when kids first start off and they're a little bit scared of the water, the parent can be there right with them. Then as they get older and they progress and they do it more on their own, we actually have, it just recently started a pre-competitive swim team. So for those kids that don't want to play basketball or volleyball or that type of thing and they really like swimming, that could be a good option for them to stay active. As well, we have a zero-depth entry, so for those kids that are a little bit timid of the water at first, the zero-depth entry just kind of lets you ease into the water. We have a lazy river, lap lanes, a 127-foot slide, so lots of fun things that kids can do.
So you guys seem to have everything from beginners can come here and go in the entry pool, or you have that great pool that's down there for laps. Why is swimming such a great way to keep kids active during the winter?
Swimming is a great way to keep kids active because it's really easy on your joints. So if a kid would happen to get injured while playing a sport, then they can still work out in the pool and stay active. Also, it keeps your heart rate up, it's good cardio, muscular strength, endurance. So it really it's the whole package. You get cardio, you get strength, while having fun at the same time.
And you guys, this looks like a lot of fun too. It doesn't seem like if you're here for a good workout, that's great, but kids are also going to break a sweat swimming, going down the slide.
Exactly. For kids, you want them to have fun, so you don't want it to make it seem like work. The pool, it is a workout, but at the same time, it's really fun, and kids have a lot of different options.
All right, perfect. Another way kids can have fun is through Zumba. So coming up later in the show, we're going to show you how that class is fun and is going to keep your kids active during the winter.
Kristen, your fly's open, by the way. Is learning ways to keep your kids active. We're keeping active by trying to find ourselves on TV.
Doing the robots.
Yeah,
Kristen, how's it going?
Oh, God, guys, come on. Well, I am here at the Kroc Center, and keeping your kids active during the winter months is really important, and it's important to also make their activities fun. One way to make it fun is through Zumba. I'm with Angie, Ware, the Zumba instructor here at the Kroc Center. Why is Zumba such a great way to keep kids active?
Well, it keeps kids energetic. It teaches leadership, self-esteem. They just have a whole lot of fun.
And so for people who don't know about Zumba, what is it?
Zumba was formulated in 2009. It was a spin-off of regular Zumba, and it's just kid-friendly moves. The rhythms are the same, but we just have different moves, more modified moves for children.
And so let's show everyone at home an example. So a normal Zumba class is like a lot of salsa, right?
Salsa, merengue, reggaeton, things like that, yes.
And so what's the difference for some kids? What are some activities that we're doing?
Would you like me to show an example?
yeah, sure.
Yes. So versus a sleepy leg in regular Zumba, you would use your hips like this. With the kids, you would make it more kid-friendly, keeping their hips more square.
Oh, and so could I be in that class because I'm not coordinated, so what I have to do
Anybody can do Zumba. It doesn't matter. Any age, 4 to 12 for the kids.
And so how when do those classes meet?
Saturday mornings at 9:30.
And so the kids, when they're in there, they get some cardio?
They do, yeah. We start with warm-up. We do a song or two, then we work on a game. It doesn't matter what it is. We'll play anything from hula hoop to beanbag toss. So we have fun.
All right, perfect. So if your kid maybe isn't so much into the Zumba like I am, then you stay tuned because coming up we are going to climb this rock wall.
Some different moves from the robot.
Yeah.
Doing some Zumba moves.
Yeah, I'm not very good at the robot or the Zumba.
You were doing great. You should show it off, just like you did the Gangnam style the other day.
yeah.
Doing the Kroc Center for us this morning.
Yes, she's learning all about fitness programs for kids. We just saw her do a little Zumba. She then talked about the rock wall that was behind her. Maybe we're going to see that now. Maybe we're going to see that in a bit. What do we have, Kristen?
Yes, it's time for the rock climbing. So if your kid isn't involved or doesn't want to get involved with aquatics or Zumba isn't their thing and school and sports isn't, one way to stay active is by climbing this bad boy. With me now is Lisa Bearden, the rock climbing instructor here at the Kroc Center. Why is this such a great alternative for kids to stay active?
Well, a lot of kids who aren't into team sports, this is a great individual sport where, you know, it's just you on the wall, and it's a great way to conquer any fear of heights. It takes a lot of strength, agility, you have to have a strong core. A lot of people that climb think that they have to rely on their upper body strength to climb, but it involves the full body, so it's a full body workout. You can actually climb horizontally or vertically. Horizontally is called, bouldering, excuse me. It's called bouldering. So if you are afraid of going up too high, you can do the same activity but from side to side, so you're working the same muscles.
And what age of kids kind of partake in this?
It's more about fitting in a harness, so it's not an age thing. During our anniversary party this weekend, we had one as young as 1 climb because he fit in the harness. And we've had people as old as 72 climb. We have one gentleman here who his goal is, with his workouts, to climb the rock wall and ring the bell, so it's kind of fun.
All right, well, I'm going to try to make this my goal. I'm going to hand the microphone off to our cameraman who's multi-talented. So can you tell us a little bit about the safety? So maybe parents are afraid that their kids are going to be, you know, kind of...
Sure. Actually, what we've got going on here, she's hooked into a harness, as well am I, and we use what's called a gree that actually has a brake system on it. So she is just as safe as she can be up there, and there's an automatic brake on here, so even if I wasn't paying attention, which we all do all the time, and she came off the wall, it would still catch her. We use what's called a figure-8 knot, which is a very safe knot. That's what she's attached to the rope with. Look at her go. You go, girl. Take your time. Push with your legs. There you go. You just about got it. All right, 2 more steps and you're there. You can do it. 1 more step. All right, hit the bell. Yes, nice. Okay, watch your head, you're good. There you go. You did great. Yes. Nice job.
I rang the bell.
And it didn't take you very long.
Yes.
Oh, nice work.
All right, coming up later, we're going to tell you why staying active is important, but also feeding your kid the right food is really important too.
Well, a big morning for Kristen Aguirre.
Yeah, when I did that, she totally showed me up.
This morning, Kristen Aguirre with us live at the Kroc Center.
Talking about eating healthy, but there's a thing of ice cream behind you.
Well, everyone has a sweet tooth, so you can indulge a little bit. But if you want to keep your kids healthy through the winter season, we've been showing you some great programs they can partake in here at the Kroc Center. But it's also really important to keep their diet really healthy.
Yeah, healthy eating really starts at home for kids. So kids mimic what their parents eat, kids eat what their parents give them. So that's where it really needs to start. Here at the Kroc Cafe, we have some good healthy options. You can go for a swim, then come up, get a healthy snack. We've got hummus, we've got yogurt, fruit. Right now we're a little out of stock, but we usually have some sub sandwiches, some salads up here, some grab and go items. So a lot of healthy stuff.
Melissa's the wellness and fitness coordinator here at the Kroc Center, and it's important to keep kids active, but if you're not active, sometimes it's snow, you can't make it to the thing. Diet is really important.
Yeah, exactly. Diet and exercise really go hand in hand. You can't have overall health if you're missing one of those two components.
All right, great. So if your kids aren't really interested in the regular school sports, they can come here at the Kroc Center and learn about rock climbing, aquatic center, and always make sure they're eating a healthy diet.
Will you ask her, you can ask her later, but bring me back the answer. Can you go there and go to the Kroc Cafe even if you're not a member?
Can you come here to the Kroc Cafe even if you're not a member?
You can actually. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
you can.
great.
There you go.
Cool.
Lunch, it sets. All right.